Hi, hearties! Welcome back to the Teacup Trail. In this episode, we are wrapping up Season 6, Episode 3. I went back to water. In other news, so I still want to do part 1 of each episode on Sunday. Sunday is our hearties day, so I definitely want to keep that. And then if there's any second part of any episode, I will release it on Wednesday. So Sundays and Wednesday, I will be releasing videos of the Teacup Trails. I feel like every episode that we go through, I really truly feel like we will have 2 parts. And also I don't want to be like 20-30 minutes long videos on Sundays, so I'd rather have 2 parts for each episode, and we can definitely have more time and space to break it down even further for each episode. So in the first scene, I want to drop this little quick clip about Fiona. So if you remember in Season 6, Episode 2, Fiona and Lucas were introduced to each other. They started talking about San Francisco, and Lucas suddenly stopped the conversation on that topic. So that gave Fiona a mysterious vibe about who Lucas might be from.
Council meeting is long overdue.
Look, I like to have a good time as much as the next person, but I also like it quiet when I go to sleep at night. I'm sorry, I know you work there, but still.
Yes, me, Bouchard's due for a helping a humble pie.
What is it about small towns? Can't people have a place to relax and have some harmless fun?
Our doors are open late, ladies and gentlemen. Half-price refreshments after 10 p.m. Can't beat that. Feel free to tell your elected officials my saloon is not the plague they claim it to be. Gentlemen, good to see you.
Well, that's not exactly fair.
The man is used to winning.
That's because he hasn't gone up against you before.
He's giving a half-price drink after 10 p.m. 10 p.m. is the middle ground that Abigail tried to offer to him, but he is not giving in. He is not giving up. He's willing to persist and keep the saloon open until late at night. In that scene, you also hear more people in Hope Valley talking about the saloon. There's some positive and negative feedback, and Lucas really need to think that there has to be some balance. The saloon is doing great, which is great, but people do need to sleep. There has to be a balance of everything, and Abigail trying to get that point across Lucas. So hopefully Lucas goes to the town council meeting. And I also want to add in one more thing. It's funny, Elizabeth threw in a little sarcastic comment about Lucas after Abigail said Lucas is used to winning, and Elizabeth said, well, he hasn't competed against you. So basically, Elizabeth saying Lucas will lose and you will win, Abigail.
The first item on today's agenda was supposed to be Elizabeth's proposal for a new town library. However, seeing as most of you are not here for that reason, Elizabeth has very graciously agreed to postpone that discussion until our next meeting. Therefore, let's get right into it. A vote on the proposed town ordinance, which states all Hope Valley businesses must close by 10 p.m. Madam Mayor.
Is the council prepared to vote?
Mm-hmm.
Very well. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 All those opposed?
I'm sorry, Abigail, but my men, they really love the saloon.
Sometimes I work late. I like to have a beer after a hard day.
You don't have to explain yourselves. That's why we vote.
The council is split 4-4. As mayor, your vote breaks the tie.
I'd like to ask Mr. Bouchard to step forward. Mr. Bouchard, what you'll find the more time you spend in Hope Valley is the people here support rather than divide each other. And while your saloon is a big hit in town, I think you can see that not everyone is happy. So rather than voting, I'd like to know if you're willing to compromise. I propose that you stay open late 2 nights per week. What do you say?
I assume 3 nights would be out of the question?
You would assume right.
In that case, we have a deal.
Very good.
Here, here.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. This meeting is over.
Lucas was thrown into the fire pit. There's so many details I want to point out in that scene. First is I have a question for you. Someone please answer me on this. So if you watched this season before, you will know that the library will be an important place for Elizabeth and Lucas down the road. And there's a future scene where Lucas and Elizabeth talk about her poster about the new potential library and how Elizabeth wants to find a space for the library. But my question to you is, do you think Lucas found out about Elizabeth and her library at the town council meeting when they were talking about Elizabeth postponing the topic about her library and instead focus on the saloon first? I was just wondering in my head, did Lucas walking into the meeting when they was like talking about Elizabeth library, I just wonder if Lucas overheard about Elizabeth and the library, because I just wonder if Lucas found out before Elizabeth put up the poster in the mercantile about needing a space for a library. So it's just something that recently came into my mind, because the moment Lucas walked in, they just started to switch over to the saloon business. Just a random thought. Anyone? The second point I want to talk about is the turning point of Lucas and that scene. I truly believe that the moment that Abigail asked Lucas to step forward, everyone's eyes were on him. While Abigail is asking Lucas to compromise to 2 late nights a week, I also thought about Lucas thinking in the back of his head, thinking about his conversation with Henry, but also the fact that when he came to Hope Valley, he didn't expect this. He didn't expect goodness in Hope Valley. He didn't expect the culture of family in this town. And I truly believe the moment he stepped forward and agreed to the compromise, he truly opened his eyes and see what the town is all about. And I truly believe that Abigail and Henry contributed to that, and that Lucas doesn't know anyone in the town. And Abigail and Henry, this ultimate duo, they helped him to start on his adventure in Hope Valley on a positive note. And I truly believe that there was a turning point for Lucas and his character, and I think it was the beginning of a great path for him in Hope Valley. And I'm really glad that Lucas went to the meeting. Abigail was so kind to invite him over, and Abigail did mention the importance of family and support, and that they look on each other, and that they don't try to be mean or rude. They try to be fair in certain situations. And at the end of the day, Hope Valley is all about community and family and compromises and middle ground. And it was really a beautiful turning point for Lucas' character, in my opinion. And also, at the end of the compromise agreement, Lucas turned his head around toward Henry. Henry had the proud father smile toward Lucas, and that's also another evidence of Henry being a good role model to Lucas.
Madam Mayor, let me guess. This was your plan all along?
Well, I had a sense of how the vote might go, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to do what was right.
You know, when I first arrived here, the people told me that Hope Valley was different. Today, you proved they're right.
We take care of our own. And that includes you now.
That scene basically confirmed what I just said a few minutes ago. Abigail sees Lucas as one of the citizens of Hope Valley, and she is very welcoming to Lucas, and he truly saw the light during that meeting, and again, it's definitely a turning point for him, and Abigail did give him the opportunity to do what is right, and it just something click in Lucas' heart to do the right thing and to give Hope Valley a chance, and it's the beginning of an adventure for him in Hope Valley. Really exciting to see. It's really nice and exciting when writers have the ability and the talent to start something new with a new character, and you see how the character first appears, first impression, first thought, and then in the second, third episode, you get to see some changes, either in a good way or bad way, and from there, you just see like a mountain of the character just keeping evolving and changing, either in a good or bad way, and Lucas is one of them. It would be exciting to see his story and his adventure in Hope Valley. So that's it for this episode, and Nathan is still not here yet, but he will jump in very soon. And again, I will do a background check on Nathan and how he came about in Hope Valley, and dive deeply into the first episode that he appears in. I hope you enjoyed this episode with me. Any thoughts, any comments, please comment them below. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you join again this Sunday for the first part of Season 6, Episode 4. Please share this video with your other hearties friends, and subscribe, like, comment, give all the love, and please stay nice to each other as we continue on the Teacup trail. I'll see you soon. Bye.